Hi, welcome back to my channel. If you haven't been here before, welcome to my channel. I'm Caroline and I'm sharing my journey of healing my chronic health conditions. So in the last videos I focused a lot about how I am been in the last few days releasing some emotional traumas trapped in my gut by doing it in meditation, like focusing on the breathing like deep into my stomach and like really breathing like 100% out and just like all the way in and out, which is difficult at sometimes when there's pain. That's probably also why there's been build up even more, because the breathing hasn't been that good. So I've been focusing on like embracing the feeling, just feeling the feelings that comes up with the pain, with the breathing, with the energy that I feel is moving. And yeah, I still feel that the energy when I'm breathing in the meditation. I just did it for an hour now, and I can feel the energy is moving up to my throat, and I feel very nauseous. So it's a good sign. It can be a little bit overwhelming, like sitting there for that long without feeling, but it's part of the journey. It's also kind of exciting in some way. And but what I also wanted to talk about today was that like I learned from Kyle Cease's coaching, his YouTube videos, coaching I watch in his YouTube videos. There's another way also to release emotional trauma, like for example, if you meditate and there comes thought into your mind about something that happened a while ago, or in your childhood maybe, or your teenage years, that could be like a sign that there's a feeling attached to that memory that needs to be released. Or if you just remember some things in your life that did affect you, like some memories that's just stuck kind of in your body, in your mind, that you're from time to time thinking about, that could be a sign that these are memories that's really imprinted into the body, that has a lot of emotions attached to it. And it's become like a program in your body. Like if you for example experience something very scary in your household, like at home with your parents, or anywhere it can be, of course, and it was too overwhelming for you as a child to embrace that feeling and like comfort yourself, because you hadn't learned that then. So if that's unresolved, it can restore in the body, become like a program. So when you have other experiences that are similar, this feeling, the scariness, the scared feeling, will come up to the surface and like really strong, because you already have that kind of condition, that program in your body So it's really more easily triggered than, for example, in another person that didn't experience something that scary in their childhood. So then again, you will be very triggered in similar situations. You don't know why. It's like you get so triggered by people around you, like if they talk a certain way or make you feel scared, or maybe raise their voice, or it really brings up those memories. Maybe you don't think about that memory, but your body remembers it. So maybe, yeah, all these physical symptoms come, and it's just like, whoa, this is too much. Like, and I mean, I guess for like everyone, all these memories, things that happen to us in childhood or teenage years or throughout life, can be stuck because it's not resolved. It's not, we didn't feel the feeling, we weren't ready for it. So this just becomes a lot of programs, just like kind of in your body, trapped in your body. So now if you're like meditating or like, yeah, creating some space for your, for traumas or memories like that come up, you will maybe have a thought, or you remember, maybe, yeah, kind of your body will, or your mind will bring it up because it thinks, okay, now you're ready, you have enough energy, to kind of deal with it. So if that kind of memory comes up, or you just have a memory of something in your childhood or in your life that wasn't good, and you know that it's still in your that's a really good way to sit in the meditation and think and say to yourself, what, like closing your eyes, maybe your hands on the heart, and just say like, what am I feeling in my body right now? And then maybe you can really feel that, oh, I feel scared. And then you can say like, I'm allowed, you're allowed, because you're talking to your inner child, the program that happened to you before. You're allowed to feel scared in my body. And then just sit with the feeling. And it can be uncomfortable, but sit with it, nurture it, and just love it. I see you, I love you. You're allowed to be scared in my body, and just repeat that. And for how long it needs to be, like, if maybe it's a couple of minutes, 5 minutes, 10 minutes, an hour. Maybe if it's a big issue that need many hours or days or weeks. And just kind of surrender, just like let the feelings go through. And often when you really have the time, if you sit maybe with it half an hour, an hour, and you really get in touch with yourself, or at least for me, it's been really good to have, yeah, at least an hour, because I can really connect, I can calm my body, because my body is often in fight or flight, due to my health conditions, and I just get in contact with me, with my soul. And then it's also, I recognize it's so much easier to release, and cry. If you sit with that memory, you just cry it out, and just have the memory in mind, give yourself a hug. Maybe your now self, you see yourself, that your now self, give yourself as a child a hug. Maybe you visualize like, am I allowed to give you a hug? And then you give yourself a hug from your childhood. Maybe you can see like, or I like to visualize like a light, like a bright light, a loving feeling around it. And maybe even that I am an angel that comes from the future and hugging my child, myself as a child. And just sit with that and just saying to the child, you're allowed to feel scared in my body. And just like embracing it, and afterwards you can feel that it's a more light feeling, and it's like maybe your body loosens up and it's like, okay, it's allowed. You're allowed to feel that feeling. You're actually allowed to do it. It's not bad. Nothing is bad to feel. We're just being conditioned this way in our society today, that feeling negative thoughts, feeling scared, feeling sad, everything that's bad. So you just have to push it away. You don't want to feel it. But that makes it worse. That's when you embrace it, you can feel good, and you can feel the calmness. And if you release through tears, it's so beautiful, and also nice afterwards when you can just feel the calmness and just like breathe out, like yeah. So there's like, yeah, a few different ways to kind of go in and release emotional trauma. And even like before meditation, or yeah, when you want to release some emotions, it sometimes can be good to just take maybe couple of minutes, 5 minutes, put on music and just dance foolishly around, just to make the energy in the body move around. So it's easier to sit down in your meditation and be calm. And yeah, but I also just have to drink golden milk with gingerbread spice. What was I saying? Yeah. If you want to get started with meditations, and you're more likely to do it when you do it with someone, I really recommend Dr. Joe Dispenza's meditations. He has a YouTube channel where he has a lot of free meditations, and then there's also a lot of meditation groups on Telegram. That's an app, and you can search like meditation Dr. Joe Dispenza, and different groups will come up. And yeah, it's like one group that I'm in, meditation and transformation. It's like over 1,500 people in that group. It's German though, but once a week there's an English meditation, and there's about from 120 to 180 people joining every meditation. So yeah, you get it, the energy is quite intense. So if you can really connect yourself, and then yeah, have this meditation for an hour, it's like so powerful. You can just feel the energy around your body so much easier and just get into a blissful state. And also, you know that you're kind of part of a community, and you know that it's this and that time, and it's more yeah, I at least have been feeling that it's easier to sit down and meditate. For example, the English is often in Fridays, I think, in the evening. So it's easier to sit down with a group of many others and feel like you're doing with other people and you just need to be on time, and then yeah, show up and it will be amazing. Because then you don't postpone it, like if you're watching Netflix or something, it's so easy, like, no, I'm gonna go a little bit later. Yeah, you know what I mean. Yeah, if you have any questions, please comment in the comment section, and if you like this type of videos I'm sharing, hit the thumbs up and subscribe to my channel. Yeah, see you later. Thank you so much for being here, and I hope you have a wonderful day. See you.